Game in the line. It's tied up. One free throw to win the game. All net. Welcome to Basketball Heads Live. I'm your host, Glenn Pooh Harding. And tonight, we have a very special guest. This basketball head was born and raised in East Harlem, has been in love with basketball since age 5, which helped him meet people of all demographics. At age 13, he started playing with the Milbank Club and a few tournaments with the Gauchos, but it was the Milbank Club where he got his time to shine. In high school, he attended Mary Burcham, but did not make the team, so he transferred to Salisbury Prep School in Connecticut and became captain for the team for junior and senior seasons. He would end up one of the team top players, garnering all New England team honors. But this basketball head lost the love for the game during the senior season and would turn down offers from D2 and low D1 schools to focus on his education. He attended Hampton University and earned his bachelor's degree. Let's fast forward to 2016 when he came up with an idea to start an Instagram page called All Things Hoops to give exposure and show love to everyone who has put their blood, sweat, and tears into this game. After all, the inner cities across America have basketball legends who have yet gotten their flowers, and he aimed to give out those flowers and cover basketball at a national level at the same time. So, without further ado, definitely want to hear more of this story. Help me welcome to the show, Salisbury Prep great and CEO of AllThingsHoops.com, my guy, Cal Griffin.
Y'all ready? Yes. You have just stepped out into the world of chaos, where everybody goes hard. Come on. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. East Coast. Go hard. West Coast. Go hard. Midwest. Go hard. Dirty. Happy up, everybody. Get online, buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
What's going on, champ? How you doing? I'm trying to just get situated.
Go ahead, man. Get yourself comfortable, man. We got some time, brother.
Man. What's going on with you, man?
Yeah. I'm good, man. I'm good. Just came from a
I seen you.
hell of a game, man.
I tuned in for a second.
Yo, Eagle not playing, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Coach Kevin Hamilton, the whole coaching staff at Eagle Academy, Brooklyn, which faced Curtis High School from Staten Island. It just seemed like Curtis couldn't get it going, you know? And I don't want to get too much into the game too much, but I just have a problem when these young guys who's supposed to be the guys for their team, they kind of disappear, you know? And look, it's hard playing in that small ass court.
They tapping in early, man. They tapping in early for your boy, man. What's up, everybody? What's going on?
They love you, Cal. They love you,
man.
Cal.
I love them back, man. I love every minute of this thing, man. Everywhere this thing takes me, man. Every crevices, every basketball game, every sideline. I just love it, man. So, this is, they say it don't feel like work, man, when it's something you love. So,
Definitely. So I want to let some more people get in the room, man, and just want to just share what I thought of the game. I just thought their bigs put a lot of pressure on Curtis's bigs and made it hard for their guards to kind of get into the paint. You know, and I compare playing in at Eagle like playing at West Fork. You gotta adjust your game.
West Fork is unique. You gotta be, there's no complaining over there.
1-2 dribbles.
You already,
you
already there.
That's all you getting. You already there. So, but great job to both teams. Made it to the to the final 8. Now we going to the final 4. And we're gonna see what happens now.
It's it's that time of the year, man. It's not on. It's March, but it's not only March Madness on a collegiate level. Every team out there right now is clawing. They fighting. They scratching for placement into whatever playoffs they're in, and they trying to come home with that title, man, that trophy.
It's tough, man. I was at the game with Eagle versus South Shore, and the way things started out, I was looking forward to leaving at halftime, but them guys fought back, and I think that win gave them a certain kind of confidence. South Shore being who they are for the last few years. Salute to Smoke and what he's doing over there,
man. Smoke a legend over there, man.
Man, he's doing an incredible job, man. I want to see if they can, do a 3-peat and, see how that works. But tonight is about you, my brother. I want to get right into you because I don't want to keep you too long. Had a long day, and I know you had one as well, man. You know how this goes, man. Who introduced you to the game?
Oh man, I want to say my mom. My mom's introduced me to the game. I was about I want to say about 5-6 years old, officially, like the official, suit up with your T-shirt moment right there. My mom's just like, nah, hold on, my son playing, hold on. Yeah. So I was like the last one. They threw me the shirt, and the rest is history, man. I just, from that point on, this game been something that, I love this game. So, what I'm saying? Every little crevice of it, everything that deals with basketball, man, I'm for it, man. And so, that's where I got my start. 5, 6,
what's that,
5, 6 years old. Just, some people saying 3 years old and whatnot, but 5, 6. My dad actually got me the little Dr. J little Nerf hoop, and I was rocking on that for a while until it was time to go outside and play with with my peers and the big boys. So I held it down for a little while, but it was time to get out there and scrape up my knees and get dirty a little bit.
I hear that, man. So what was it like growing up in East Harlem, brother?
Hey, man, good, bad, the ugly, man. East Harlem, in the 80s and the early 90s, it was love, man. Everything was love, man, especially surrounding this basketball game. My neighborhood, man, it was tough. It was tough growing up, but I know that, this basketball game, it gives certain people a pass. It's like, yo, leave him alone. He a ball player. Leave him alone. Or they'll tell me, yo, go home, man. It's about to be crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? They about to start shooting or whatever the case may be. So, it was rough growing up, man. But with this basketball game, man, it really. It teaches lessons, man, that schools can't teach, man. And so, just the camaraderie of it all, building with your peers and win, lose, or draw, man, coming out and you back the next day to fight again. So it was tough growing up, man. But again, the basketball, man, it pretty much saved my life, man. To be honest with you.
Man, it was a certain code that you follow, and the guys in the street follow that code, right? Back then, they weren't kind of reeling us
Right.
in. They was keeping us away from it because they knew that basketball had changed their lives. A lot of them probably went the same route we
Right.
did, but didn't stay focused. So they made sure, you know what, Cal, man, go ahead, man. About
Right.
the
Right.
crazy dudes about to, act up. And I had the same thing too, brother. Those same gangsters that kept me out of trouble and showed me right from wrong, man. So salute to the street guys who
Right.
kept
Right.
us
Right. Right.
basketball
Right.
dudes out of trouble, man. Because nowadays the dudes is getting into
It's
the
ugly
shits,
right
right?
now, man. I like to say, back in the day when we used to go play ball, we used to get our five and go to the next projects and you know what I'm saying, and play they five, and
Right.
then take win that game and go to the next projects. And so and with that,
That's right.
you were able to build a reputation. And quite frankly, it was just like this kind of meeting people, and you know what I'm saying. Now, when you see that same dude you was playing ball with, you know what I'm saying, it's yo, what up, man? Instead of the other thing, like yo, come here, let me see, yo, you got a dollar, fan. You know what
That's
I'm saying? Like
that's
a
right.
lot of people was getting robbed
Yeah.
and beat up and all types of stuff, but again, man, that basketball, man, is something that it built the camaraderie, man. And right now it's ugly. It's ugly in East Harlem. It's ugly in New York City, period. We don't see the kids
Yes,
playing
yes.
at the parks anymore. And it's a double-edged sword with that, man, because do you want your kid out there, experiencing some of the traumatic stuff that's going on out there? You know what I'm saying? These kids is reckless right about now, and shooting recklessly, and aiming, not even aiming, broad daylight.
In broad
Yeah.
daylight. Yo, broad day, like I said dudes was getting shot when we was coming up, but it happened kind of like when the
Right.
sun went
Right.
down. You know what I mean? Like dudes is 3 o'clock the other day, cross the street for boys and girls. There was a
Right.
shooting right after school. Like 14-year-old kid gets shot.
Yo, that
Mind you, there's mad cops out
everybody
there
on,
already.
man. They commenting, but you know what I'm saying. But I see y'all, man. Opatino, E. Jones. I see everybody, man. My man Rob McManus. I see it all, man. Salute to everybody out there on the check-in. I'm usually on the other
Appreciate you
end,
guys,
man. My,
man.
my man Graham, Black Graham is out here. Yo,
Salute. I had
salute
them
to
all last
everybody,
night.
man,
Yeah, yeah.
on the check-in. I appreciate everybody out there, man, that was sticking with us, sticking with me. I've been at this thing for a couple years now, and you know what I'm saying, that.
Oh, we gonna
Yeah,
get
yeah,
into
yeah,
that, man. We
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get into that. Get to tell, because trust me, I always give you
Absolutely.
love and give you props because before I came on and doing my thing, I was watching you. I was watching A Game, and of course with the posting and keeping it up,
Yeah.
Dave joint. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all three dudes kind of
I was
motivated me
watching Dave's joint.
to
I was
figure out the
watching
lane
Dave's
I
joint
wanted to
too.
get into.
That's my man.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and make sure, you know, everybody kind of carve out their own lane, so we're not knocking on each other's doors,
Hey,
even though we're
hey,
doing
man,
the
it's
similar
it's it's
things. You know what I'm
plenty
saying?
of food for everybody, man. Plenty of
That's
food.
right. That's right. So, how was the food down in Millbank, man? Tell me about that.
Millbank, man. Millbank for me is a special, very special place, man. You know what I'm saying? Legend,
Legendary,
very
legendary.
legendary
First of
place.
all, yes.
It located on 118th Street in Harlem, and it was more for me. It was more like family, man. It was me going to the Millbank and joining their after school programs or whatever they had, their whatever services they had for us in terms of there was a thing called Hoop Brothers, That it was a trial run. It was a mentoring program out of Millbank, and literally, professionals from all walks of life would come down to Millbank, and we would bond through basketball. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we'd take a trip to a game or something like that, and everything surround basketball. So, yeah, Millbank, man, it was just love, man. From anything after school related to playing in tournaments and just traveling and just loving the game, man. Playing against different programs, other programs. Playing in the junior rucker league that they had, which was a prerequisite to the big boys. We couldn't jump out. We couldn't jump out. Jump out
Yeah.
and go to 55th off top. So we had to go to the junior rucker route, and
Right.
and with that, man, we get exposed to different teams from all over the city. Your Madison Square Broncos, your Riversides, your Gauchos, your Brooklyn USAs and things of that nature. So, Millbank, man, it wasn't what it is today, because today they got, they backed by Nike today. They got they got all the bells and whistles and back then it was just
Right.
everybody meeting up and just having fun with it, playing ball, messing around with what I'm saying, just enjoying life and just not taking life so serious, man. At that time, ain't nobody had no bills, so so we was all living, yeah.
This was it. Something
Right.
to eat, a place to sleep, go to
That's a
school,
fact. That's
do
a
it all
fact.
over again. That's great. Who was your first coach at Millbank? Do you remember?
Oh man, I'm gonna go with Casper. Casper Lassiter was my first coach at Millbank. It might have been somebody else,
Mm.
but I'm gonna go with Casper because even though even if he wasn't my first, he was probably the most instrumental in my life. What I'm saying? Casper is at that time he was just kind of like a volunteer, or what I'm saying, one of the dudes from the neighborhood who came in, and he was older, and he coached us, and ultimately today, Casper is the director of that program, of that whole facility. So, what I'm saying, he stuck with it, and Casper is a very important person to me, because he saw me, and saw that I was different. I was a little bit different than the rest of the kids out there, and so he afforded me the opportunity to go to this prep school called Salisbury. Salisbury was a prep school. This is way before all of the prep school hype. Everybody going to prep school, but yeah, man. What I'm saying, I used to go to Millbank. He found me. He was like, "Yo, would you like to go to this prep school?" And I was like, I, off top, I was sure I wanted to go, because my living situation wasn't the best. You know what I'm saying? I stayed with my grandmoms, and what I'm saying, I didn't even have no bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, listen, let me go away to school. I'm sure I have a bedroom there. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get a feel of what that's like. You know what I'm saying? Go to your own room and chill out, you know what I'm saying? Just some of the stuff that people take for granted. But you know what I'm saying? It was a good opportunity for me. And ultimately, got a basketball scholarship there. You know what I'm saying? The school was like, at the time, it was probably like 40,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? And when I got there, a lot of the faculty, they didn't know I was there for basketball, and they would actually ask me, "Hey, Cal, you think you could play with these guys? Like, like, yo, you think you could play ball with these guys?" And I'm like, "Yo, that's why I'm here. I didn't want to do anything else other than play ball." And I, what I'm saying, it gave me the opportunity to work on my game 24 hours a day. had the access to the gym, and it kind of like that old school. You know what I'm saying? You got the keys to the gym. You're going to school for the. It felt bigger than what it was, and so it was a great opportunity for me, man. Probably the best move I ever made in my life, honestly.
Wow. So let's go back to the Bertram days. Um, that that was, like you said, that was
Yeah,
like an
yeah,
unstable time in your life right there, right? And you couldn't really focus the way you really wanted to focus, like you got to
nah,
focus at
absolutely,
Salisbury,
without a doubt.
correct?
Um, it was
How
it
was
was
those
tough.
first two
It was
years
tough
there?
for me. I went to junior high school and elementary school in the same building where Manhattan Center. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but Manhattan Center for Science and Math. It's a school in yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course you're familiar.
Am I familiar?
Right,
We
right.
came in the city championship. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. And it was
absolutely.
the old Ben
Richie
Franklin.
Parker, all of those guys. So,
Facts.
I went to
Yeah,
elementary
yeah.
school and middle school there, junior high school there, in that building. And everybody, usually that takes that route usually goes right into Manhattan Center, like But I actually wanted to feel what it was like to go to school on a train, and you know what I'm saying, and I didn't want to just be able to walk right home and things of that nature. So I chose a different school. I chose Murray Bertram. I don't know. I don't even know why I chose that school, but um, I went there for my
Right.
freshman and sophomore year, and my freshman year, um, I don't even believe I tried out for the team because they were off top saying, all right, you got to play JV. You're a freshman, this, that, and the third, and that wasn't something that I was even comfortable with. I was on my Carmelo, like, nah, I ain't playing no JV. Right, I ain't
I
playing.
ain't trying to
I'll
sit on
play
the bench.
varsity. I'll sit on the bench in varsity, but I ain't playing no JV. Right. So,
Right.
and
Not playing
this
JV.
wasn't
Got
like a basketball school. This wasn't like Rice or Cardinal Hayes or nothing that I'm going to. So I was like, listen, I'm playing Voss. Like, you know what I'm saying? The first year I wound up not even playing. I don't even remember what happened, but the second year, some cats that went to school with me, my man Jalon Holmes, shout out to my man Jalon. He's doing great things with his business and whatnot right now. But I tried out for the team, and I got cut. You know what I'm saying? I got cut. At this time, I'm playing with Gauchos, I'm playing with Millbank. It's almost like a shoe in. Like, my man, see my man right there, my man Cool 911. That's my man Jalon. Um, Salute, man. But
salute.
yeah, so I tried out gym class. I was cutting everybody in gym class. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was hyped. Like, yo, let's go to you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to practice. I can't wait to the tryouts and all of that. Like, it was almost like a definite, amongst my peers. And then I go try out and I get cut. You know what I'm saying? And I remember that because I didn't have the best tryout. I didn't have the best tryout, and for whatever reason, I got cut, and I had to make some decisions. You know what I'm saying? I was like, listen, I want to play ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally was cutting every class. Not going to class. I was just going to my gym class pretty much, and going
And
killing the
killing the
gym,
gym just to
killing
prove
the
a
people
point.
on the team, killing everything moving, right? So, it didn't work out for me. So I was like, listen, man, I got the opportunity after sophomore year to go to this prep school. I was like, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to prep school. I'm gonna kill them too, and the rest is gonna be history. And so, I took that with a grain of salt, man. I felt what it was like to get cut from a team. You know what I'm saying? Almost like you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like it was a shoo-in. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody.
Yeah, your man Cool 911. He said,
Yeah,
yo,
they
he was
was
supposed to
they
be on
was
the team. They
bugging,
were
and
bugging.
I think it was something personal with the coaching staff. Maybe they ain't like me. I don't know what the case the situation was.
And a lot of times back then, a lot of these dudes have their kids already coming in who they want to be on the team. You know what I mean? Which is crazy.
Pardon me for the marketing name drop right quick.
Nah, fam.
I know.
You're supposed to do that, fam.
Nah.
This is your night, man. All things hoops all night, man.
But,
it's all good.
But yeah, man, I got cut from the team, and I held a little resentment, you know what I'm saying, to that school, for doing that. But you know, I was on to bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying, playing in the NEPSAC. You know, during that time, it was tough. You know what I'm saying? It was like going to that school was pretty much like college campuses. You know what I'm saying? We was traveling, going on chartered buses to the next school about 2 hours, 2 hours away. You know what I'm saying? It felt like a college camp, a Division I college over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? They treated us great. We played against MCI in some tournaments. They wasn't in our regular season league, but we played in some tournaments with against MCI, against Cheshire was another crazy school. Yeah. I got the Brewster Academy. South Kent was another school. I remember South Kent was trash. Yeah. We used to smack them every trip. But I remember going against guys like Ricardo Greer was a name that was tough. Who else went to MCI? Man, it was crazy. Dude went to the NBA and all that, man. I forget his name. He gonna kill me. I forgot his name real quick, but it was a great opportunity, man. These cats.
Yeah, it was a few of them that went out of that school. Just depends what
year. Pittsfield.
So let's go.
I think it was Main Central. There was a lot of different schools out there, man. That was we would get scouting reports and cats that came from Cali to play, and he's getting recruited to UCLA, and you know what I'm saying. It felt like a college situation, man, and so. You know, it was a great opportunity for me.
You know, you got a nice dorm room, 3 hots in a cot. You know what I'm saying? You get to focus. You get to go to the gym at any time you want. You know, you're not hearing sirens, gunshots. So it's a whole different, whole different lifestyle.
And mind you, I'm going to school. You know what I'm saying? At my year, I come from the project, so it's like. And then now I'm going to school with, the Pepsi, the CEO of Pepsi's son, the CEO of Frito-Lay's son. You know what I'm saying? Royalty from Estonia. You know what I'm saying? Bulgarian prince. Stuff like that. So
right.
It was an eye opener, and you know what I'm saying. We got the chance to play, you know what I'm saying, to play in tournaments. We went to a tournament in Montreal, Canada. You know what I'm saying, that this is where I actually got to play against Shea Cotton in Canada. We had a tournament out in Canada. Got to play Shea Cotton, man. At that time, I'm looking at him like yo, this is literally like the LeBron James. Like I'm on the court. I'm watching him dunk. You know what I'm saying? I had, I think I had like 12.
Was he everything that they said he was when you guys played against him?
Some, you know what I'm saying? And they were stacked too. They had cats that, 2 7-footers that went to that school, and you know what I'm saying, Shea Cotton and all types of dudes, man. That was. You look at that paper, you see 6'5", 6'9", 6'9", 6'11", 7 foot. I'm like, oh my God.
that scout report could get a little crazy, right? It's like, all right,
let's go have fun.
Trust me, I know those kind of situations. Close to want to scare guys too much, But hey, everybody put their pants on one leg at a time. Some people too. So
Yeah, yeah,
It just
no,
depends.
our hearts pump no fear over here, man. But when the coach
Right.
is spending a half hour talking about this one dude and what he doing, you know what I'm saying, how much he's averaging. And I remember one time there was this cat that was he was going to Maryland. I ain't gonna shout his name out, but he was already signed to go to Maryland. My coach is hyping him up like, yo, this dude he's everything and then some. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, I really prided myself on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying, of the game. Oh yeah, yeah,
Give me our
So
foul, Cal.
I used to literally, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts.
I
We
wanted
want
all
the
of it.
smoke. You want
I
the
want to see, yeah,
smoke. You
yeah,
want to
yeah.
see how good
I want to
these
see how I
guys
really.
really are.
And I wish my coach was on this joint too, because he'd have said something about it. But so they hyping him up, and at the end of the game, I remember, you know what I'm saying, I had him on Smash. I think he was averaging maybe about 28 points a game. In the fourth quarter, he had 6 points,
Wow.
and he told his coach, "Get me out the game, like get me out." You know what I'm saying? And we got the W. So you know what I'm saying? I was on. My coach probably still to this day he probably still says that story in the locker room to hype his kids up. But yeah, man, taking that pride.
So hold on. You
Oh
messed
no, he
up his
still probably
chances to
went.
go
He
to
still went
Maryland?
to Maryland. You know what I'm saying? No, he went to Maryland.
Okay. I thought the coach was deal
But
like,
I,
you know what, nah,
I
we ain't
took
gonna do
pride
that.
in, you know what I'm saying? Like, now he ain't gonna do that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even care if I scored in this game or not. But I'm gonna lock this cat up. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? And that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And literally, you know what I'm saying, giving cats hell, man, on a defensive end because I had some super long arms and they would underestimate them. So I'm stealing the ball from everybody, man, everybody.
What NBA player did you look up to that you wanted to pattern
I
your
didn't
game after?
really. It wasn't an NBA player. I
Okay.
loved NBA. My first dude that I started watching was Magic Johnson, for real. And I loved his game,
Okay.
obviously. But I ain't like to really pass like that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to score. So, you know what I'm saying? So, no, 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 no,
Cal
no. I
was a
wasn't a
nut.
nut,
Cal
but
was a
you know what
nut
I'm
out
saying?
there.
Like, if I wasn't even a crazy scorer, but you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna score, I want to at least come home and tell my peoples I had double figures. You know what I'm saying? I want, I had 16 today or something,
True.
man. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's crazy because the player that I really took to and gravitated to was Ali Mo, the Black Widow. Um, and you know what I'm
Makes
saying?
sense.
Like
Makes sense.
I
Makes
even started
sense.
calling
Okay.
myself Cali Mo after Ali Mo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how real it was because I've never had seen a cat. I've never
Salute to
seen a
the
cat
legend,
that was
for sure.
tall, right? That was tall. I'm 6'2", 6'3". Um, and for lack of better, words or whatever, everybody that's tall, they always say, "Yo, get down on the block. Come on, big man, get down." You know what I'm saying? Like, but Ali Mo was different, man. He had that thing on a string. You know what I'm saying? And my man right there could tell you everything must go. 1345. That's my brother. We used to, you know what I'm saying, go to that Kingdom and watch Ali Mo, you know what I'm saying, this play, you know what I'm saying? And I tried, to emulate that every trip. Being tall and having that handle, it would really mess people up. And so that was my goal to mess people up and do some things that people wasn't expecting me to do. So whether that's wrapping it around throwing it around your back, or throwing it through your legs, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Ali Mo brought that flair. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I really, you know what I'm saying, try to pattern my game towards.
So who was that when you was coming up? Who was the best player in your neighborhood?
Best player in my neighborhood. I mean, it was a couple older cats, you know what I'm saying, that that was nice. Um, you know, there was a couple cats. My man Cisco was nice. There was a couple cats out there from the next projects that was nice. My man Mike was nice. Um, but my I took pride in my game and with me and my fellas. So you know what I'm saying, that was me. Me and my guys going to, we ain't really like to big nobody up. You know what I'm saying? We just like to work. Yeah, my man Shaq was nice. But again, these cats were nice, but when it was when it was mano a mano, you know what I'm saying? None of those kudos coming out, man. It's you trash, or you know what I'm saying?
They was nice. They
Yeah.
was nice till you got above age, and it's
Yeah,
like, all
I
right,
was
now
trying to rip
it's my
everybody
turn.
head off, man, as a youngster. And I got caught out there a couple times too, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, again, going to different projects, playing ball and just, for the bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? These are for the bragging rights here. So,
Yeah.
it was a great, great time to be alive, man.
How good was your prep team?
We was good. We made the New England championships a couple times. My man Jamil Haywood, he was like he was like our Michael Jordan actually my freshman year. I didn't get well. I was a six man that year, my first year at that prep school. Um, and Jamil, he was killing everything. I think he got New England Player of the Year. He from the Bronx too.
Mm,
6'6", you know what I'm saying?
okay.
And he was a big dude, so he was killing everything, man. He averaged about 30, 28 points, 30 points a game. You know what I'm saying? So when he left, he went to Oklahoma. And when he left, it was my turn. You know what I'm saying? I had to, by any means, you know what I'm saying, I had to establish myself and as a person that's out here. I'm out here too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And my junior year was probably my best year, average about 18 points a game. Um and yeah, we did fairly well. We had some complications here and there with the different personalities, but I was my junior year I was team captain as well. And my junior and senior year, I was team captain. So it was like, a couple of the older cats, they didn't want to listen to the junior. You know what I'm saying? They thought that they was maybe, a senior or post grad, and why am I going to listen to this junior dude? Like, you know what I'm saying? But, my coaches and my team, they saw it in me as a leader. And so, I was given that opportunity to be captain, and I took it in stride and really, excelled at that, and tried to be the best leader possible for my guys.
Yeah, the one thing I kind of, let young guys know how important it is at that level for everyone to get along, because
Right,
if there's no team camaraderie, you're not winning the big games. You may win some games, but
right,
you're
right.
not going to
Yeah,
win the
man.
big
It's
games.
and at this point, we all going to dinner together. You know what I'm saying? We going to study hall. We going to, you know what I'm saying? We all doing this together. We eating. We chilling. We watching the games. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, this is a school where we watching film, and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing that in Bertram, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we watching
Facts,
film. We got a,
facts.
a team manager. We got the trainers, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's unheard of from where I'm from. So we're getting the ankle
Getting
wraps
your
taped
ankle
up,
wrapped,
and you know what I'm
right?
saying, and getting massaged, and going into the after the game, going to the whirlpool, putting
The
the
whirlpool.
knees, the ice on your knees, and you know what I'm saying. We wasn't doing that, so it felt good to actually
Facts.
to do that, and to be, you know what I'm saying, and to just be one of the fellas. And to be a team captain was great, man, because you know what I'm saying, to build that respect, man, and be the catalyst to to build that camaraderie between us, and myself and all of the guys on the team. So it was a good opportunity, man, all the way around, man. Again, the best opportunity I've ever did in my life, man.
What up, Mike
Mike
Lowry?
Larry.
You know what's so crazy? On the way to go play our championship game against New Hampton, our point guard, Henry Golightly, and Perry Carter, our big man, who were roommates, got into a fight. 6:30 in the morning. I'm like,
Eric
yo, what you
Barkley.
got doing?
Eric
And he
Barkley
must be mad the whole
was one
game.
I was talking about. He was out. He had went out there for. He had went out there
Eric
for a
Barkley,
post grad year to one of them prep schools, and I got a chance to run into him. Shout out to Eric Barkley, man. You know what I mean?
Facts. This is crazy. So people don't realize how tough that NEPSAC league was, and for you to get all New England Ardens, man. What did that mean
I mean
for
everything,
you
man.
at that time?
That was my junior year. Actually, I kind of regressed a little bit on my senior year, because they brought in some more talent, and now I had to share the ball out a little bit more. But being that all New England kind of player, man. That was everything, man. That gives you your bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? That gives you, it's a wonderful feeling, man. Honestly, it's an undescribable feeling that you getting recognized by your peers, and not only your peers, but the coaching staffs, and now that's when the letters start to flow into your mailbox and things of that nature. Played. I had even got invited to play in the Netherlands. Didn't do it, but just to be invited, what I'm saying, somebody's watching, and the college letters started to come in. At first it was a lot of D2 schools, D2, D3 schools. And as we progressed, what I'm saying, the D1, the low D1, the Quinnipiacs and the Bucknells and Marist and Fairfields and schools like that started to they are
those are good schools,
but I'm
man.
gonna keep it a buck with you, right? I was tired. I had gone to that school, and if like I know, those schools are predominantly Caucasian. What I'm saying, predominantly white schools, and so, I to put it in the simple terms, man. I was a little tired of it, honestly, man. I missed my, I missed our people like, a little bit. Like, it was,
That's why this dream of
right.
turning that
So,
down and going to Hampton.
I remember being on the phone. I think it was William and Mary, with the William and Mary coach, and literally turning him down. Like, yo, I'm sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? They were already, had everything everything lined up for me and everything. And at that time, I didn't understand. About the free education component, because I already had been getting it. You know what I'm saying? I already had been getting a scholarship to this prep school. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I didn't really see money at all. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm going to the schools today it's like 60,000. At that time, it was probably like 40,000 a year, and I didn't pay not 1 cent for that school. So, it's not understanding the whole complexity around free education. And it's something that in retrospect, I regret probably that I do have, to be 100 with you, but it is what it is. I take all of the experiences with me. I went to Hampton with the notion of, oh, I'm nice. I'm about to walk on to Hampton. Hampton is just Hampton. I never even heard of them. I didn't even know they had a basketball team, but they Division 1,
Right.
right? And I'm like, oh, I could walk onto that team easy. So I go, I told my coach, like, listen, man, I don't want to go to those other schools. You know what I mean? I'm gonna walk on to Hampton, and that's it. And when I got to Hampton, you know what I'm saying? Like, Hampton is a relatively it's a HBCU that I don't want to call it a party school, but it was like, it was a lot of it was,
Bam. It's a party school, and it has one of the biggest endowments out of all the, black schools
it
out
was
there. So
it was a lot of distractions
definitely.
out there to say it, in so many words. And got caught up in a lot of the distractions, and you know what I'm saying. Once that was happening, I was like, yo, forget about that basketball, man. I'm you know what I'm saying, because I had been on such a tight regimen, right? I had been on such a tight regimen with respect to this prep school, right? Like literally 7 o'clock, 7 to 9 o'clock study hall, somebody checking in, knocking on your door, making sure that you studying, or you know what I'm saying, or just kind of like this tight, I got practice from 3 to 6, from 6 to 8, I gotta go to dinner, and from you know what I'm saying, it was a schedule for everything. So you know, once I got the feel of that school out there in Hampton, I was like, oh, no, nobody cares if I don't go to class today. So you know what I'm saying, got caught up in a little bit of the not having people watching over you, and you know what I'm saying, the freedom kind of, started spreading my wings a little bit and felt that freedom. So, um, I said, put the basketball to the side and was just living, you know what I'm saying, going to school. I can't even say that I was really even focusing my attention on my studies because, you know what I'm saying, it was like, I had like a 75 average. And then, for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that's like, for the cats that I was with, they looked at my 75 average because we was like,
Like it was
you
an
studying
A
without us,
plus.
bro? Like you doing your thing with how do you do that? Like, and I kind of did that,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, just based off of the, you know what I'm saying, the diligence that I had, you know what I'm saying? But if I had applied myself, I'd have probably got like a 85, 90 average. But I wasn't applying myself because I was getting comfortable with all of the, you know what I'm saying, the leash was off now, and I
Facts.
wasn't, you know what I'm saying, nobody cared if I went to school or not, you know what I'm saying. So it was what it was.
Man. What up, my guy? What's going on?
Hoop
Hoop
Dreams
Dreams in the
NYC,
building.
that's my guy, man. That's my guy, Jay Quan.
Yeah. Jaquan,
Yeah, always
always in the
supporting,
building,
man.
yo. Listen, brother. It was a time where I felt like, you playing basketball so much, and then you see people having fun,
Right.
and it's like you try to find this balance, but it's so hard because this is taking up most of your life. And I tell kids, they tell you you're a student athlete, but you're
Right,
an
right,
athlete
right,
student.
right. Absolutely.
Because you're spending more time
Right, and I'm
being an
watching them. I'm
athlete
watching
than a
them get
student.
up at 4 in the morning, and they running, and they. I'm like, listen, man, I'm not doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, man, like in terms of a lot of people would be like, yo, the basketball team is the popular guys or whatever. I felt like, you know what I'm saying. I'm not even trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but I felt just as popular, if not more, than the athletes. You know what I'm saying? Just being me, you know what I'm saying, a cat from New York, or more specifically Harlem. A lot of Harlem cats be feeling themselves too much, man.
You gotta tell me, fam, I'm from Brooklyn, so you already know. I feel. Did you pledge any
No, I
fraternities
didn't.
while
I
you was
didn't
at
pledge
Hampton?
again, man. With all due respect to the fraternities, man, I felt like I didn't need that. A lot of cats needed that, to boost their name up, with the ladies or whatever the case may be. Respect. Yeah, I ain't want to say
Respectfully.
it. I
Yes,
ain't want to
yes,
say
for
it, but
sure, for
yo,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? I ain't need that. So I felt like I felt like I was the fraternity. You know what I'm saying? I was already in a fraternity, like, you know what I'm saying? And all of the people that was in the fraternities and sororities, they was already rocking with me. So it was like, what I need to do, what I need to try to be down with this for, if, you know what I'm saying, I'm already getting acknowledged. But in retrospect, man, that probably wasn't the best decision. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Listen, I live with alphas, kappas, sigmas, and the white fraternity
Nah, shout out to
AXP.
all the fraternities, man.
Because I always had my own house, so it was just like I always end up in one of the frat
Right.
houses because I always had my own apartment. So that was the deal. But I got along with everybody. But I was me, five me, and Ball was it because that was the only fraternity I belonged to, man. So, Raw Super Frat, A
What
Gang,
up?
what up? Kind of crazy, man. That's great. And you know what? I was like, I'm gonna ask this question.
BG, what up,
See,
BG?
my brother. Did people, when you went to have them, they probably thought you pledged, correct?
I don't know.
Did
I got
anybody ever
invited
ask you that?
to pledge by the by the
Oh yeah, me
Kappas
too.
or the Alphas or whatever the case may be. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not paying $800, $900, $1,000 so that you could haze me and you could treat me like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah, exactly.
whip your ass. My guys used to be hiding out in my apartment, and I just was like, "Fam, why are you taking this?" And I had one dude, just one dude. My guy would just tell me, "Yo, when this is over,
Right,
I'm gonna."
right.
It was just like he couldn't do nothing. I didn't understand the sense in that. That's a whole different thing that's connected to slavery.
Right. You
I
ain't
never
spanking
agreed
me
to
and
that.
all this other carrying on. Like I never really, with me and my core group of friends, um, we never, you know what I'm saying? We never looked up to the older cats, and you know what I'm saying? We never really looked up to nobody because we raised ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I raised my man's raised me, and that's just how it is. So we never really looked to nobody for any kind of validation. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that dude with or without, you know what I'm saying, without a jacket and how, you know what I'm saying. No disrespect
Facts,
to none of the
facts.
fraternities or anybody that belongs to one, but you know what I'm saying, that self confidence was probably too high to be in a to be in a fraternity at that time, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
could definitely use some of
That's crazy.
those resources and that network right about now, though. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Which is crazy. I was gonna get to
Yeah.
another story about that and didn't work out
To
too
each his
well for
own.
some people. Trust me. But right. But for everybody that's in the room, I just want to make an announcement real quick. If you haven't already done so, please go to the YouTube page and subscribe. Subscribe to Basketball Head. Subscribe to my guy, All Things Hoops. Please, it costs y'all nothing. Just hit that red button and show us
Cost
some
you
love.
nothing.
Thank you.
Pay me no mind.
That's right. That's right. So let's jump right into
All right.
2016, brother.
2016. The summer of 2016, there was a tournament or a league, right? I'm from Taft Projects in Harlem, and the following project, the
Got
projects
you.
next door to us is Forster or King Towers, and King Towers had the Kingdom.
Yep.
And at the Kingdom in 2016, Nike had sponsored an event. I forgot what it's called, maybe Unlimited, something like that. And all of the high school cats that was playing were the elite high school cats. We talking about Mo Bamba, at that time. We talking about Amadou Diallo. And, you know, these cats in the NBA now. So, you know, when I
Facts.
went to this game, um, I couldn't see anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so crowded in there. And I'm used to seeing, you know what I'm saying? That's in my backyard. So I'm used to being front row, front and center, you know what I'm saying? On whatever's happening over there. So in this particular instance, I couldn't see anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking through people's arms, people's legs, trying to get a view. And I see my man, I see
Right.
my man Nigel, who's the CEO of Ball Star. Shout out to Ball Star. You know what I'm saying? I see him doing this thing and he's on the court. He's on the court chilling. He's smoozing with people. He's, you know what I'm saying? Looking very comfortable. He's a Brooklyn cat too. And I'm like, yo, how's this Brooklyn cat? And he went to Hampton with me, by the way. And I'm like, yo, how's this Brooklyn
Okay.
cat
Okay.
getting? Oh, he's on the court. He's chilling. He's doing this. He's doing that. How's he on the court? And I can't even see the game. And I'm in my own hood. And this Brooklyn cat is on the court. So, you know, I watched that game, and my, you know, a couple of weeks after that, I'm coming home from work. I work in finance, you know, in corporate finance.
Yeah.
So, you know, it could be very disheartening, that occupation. But, you know, my wife told me one day, like, yo, you coming home, you know what I'm saying? You coming home from work and you slouching, you know what I'm saying? You're angry, you're mad, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't look like yourself. Like, yo, you need to do something other than just go to work and come back from work and do it all over again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, won't you try to do, you know what I'm saying? She just mentioned some stuff. I'm like, nah, I ain't into that. At this point, I'm not even into Instagram at that point. She's like, yo, why don't you write a blog? You know what I'm saying? Do a blog or something like that. She's like, yo, you over here looking at basketball every night. You know what I'm saying? You go into these tournaments and these games, and why don't you start writing about these things? You know what I'm saying? And just put it out there. And I was like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not doing that because I didn't feel, you know what I'm saying, the whole thing about Instagram is followers, right? Followers. And I was like, yo, I'm not
Yep.
following. Yeah, I'm not
No leaders. No
following
leaders. No
nobody.
leaders on
Like,
there.
what I look like following the next man? You know what I'm saying? And you know, she talked me into it, honestly. You know what I'm saying? And I created the page, and you know, had a very basic, you know, interaction. You know, and just started putting pictures up. You know what I'm saying? Just a couple pictures here and there. Some cats that I looked up to, and you know, and started going to these tournaments and leagues. And now you know what I'm saying, I'm kind of doing a little bit more. You know what I'm saying, in terms of being on the sideline, and now I'm taking more video with my phone and things of that nature. So now. Shout out to Books and Ball, by my man Opatino. My man had a tournament or league for the kids. That was like one of my first events that I went to. Another event was City is Mine, ran by my man Bernard Bowen. Shout out to B Bowen. Those were
Mm-hmm.
like the first kind of you know, tournaments and stuff that I really started to write about. And so like she just was like, yo, my wife was like, you know, you write better than you speak. All right, one day. Because I enjoy writing. You know what I'm saying? Writing was something that you know what I'm saying, that you know, I've always liked writing since high school. You know what I'm saying? Since that prep school. And they actually showed me the correct way to write. And you know, I always took a passion for writing after that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about science fiction. I'm talking, you know, creating stories and short stories and things of that nature. And people ain't know that about me. But my wife was like, "Yo, you write better than you speak," and I was like, "Oh, you trying to play me?" Like something like that. But you know, and I saw where she was coming from, and I started, you know, I started writing, and you know, with that, a lot more people started taking notice of what I was doing. You know, my first kind of big person to kind of you know, show me some love was actually Rod Strickland. I saw Rod at the Gauchos gym at one of these leagues, and excuse me, and just hype myself up to go up to him. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself. You know what I'm saying? Tell him what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at that time, you know, beforehand, I was like a shy dude. I was like, yo, nah, I'm not gonna bother that cat. He looked busy. He's talking to somebody right now. But I promised myself when I started this All Things Hoops thing was to, you know what I'm saying, eliminate all of those feelings. You know what I'm saying? So now I don't care. I'm approaching your moms if I got to, like interrupting, excuse me, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Interrupting Patrick Ewing
Right.
if I got to, like, you know what I'm saying? But so yeah, I just, you know, and I started writing, and I told Rod about it, and lo and behold, like he told me at the Gaucho, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out." And I'm like, "Yo, all right. Well, I'm not even, you know, I ain't put it past him. Like, yo, you gonna check it?" You know, usually when I tell people like, "Yo, yeah, all right, I'm gonna check it out," I probably never check, don't check it out. But nah,
Don't
hey, I
tell him
gotta
that,
be real.
Cal.
I
Don't
gotta
tell
be
him
real
that,
with it,
fair.
right? I gotta be 100. So the next time when I seen Rod Strickland, he was like, "Yo, I like that article you put out on such and such." I was like, "Oh snap, yo, he read something." Like, so now you know what I'm saying, he's tapped in. You know what I'm saying? He's liking stuff that you know, that I'm posting now, and I'm like, oh man, like this is something. I like, yo, this is Rod Strickland here. You know what I'm saying? This is this is Rod Strickland. So
Right.
I just started going hard now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm going in. I don't want to give everybody the recipe, but you know what I'm saying? I'm tagging everybody. I'm you know, the frequency is starting to build up now. The consistency is building up
Right.
now. And now, you know, more and more people are, you know, are just kind of like, you know, coming to see what I'm doing, and embracing it. And and the next person was Kenny A. And after Kenny Anderson, you know, I was like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is Kenny Anderson, and this is Rod Strickland. And they both following me right now. And they both saluting me on what I'm doing. I was like, you know, and that alone, that gives you an extra incentive, or extra battery to, you know, to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And just kept it going, man. By any means, kept it going, and it started building up more and more. You know, more and more you know, people started to take attention. And real quick, I got a real quick funny story. Is you know, my first month of doing this, and this is all within the first month of me doing this, right? So I was like, yo, I'm gonna apply for the All American game, the McDonald's game. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna apply for some credentials and see what happens. I was like, yo, you know, they could just tell me no, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But they accepted me. I was a month into doing this thing, and the McDonald's All American game in Chicago accepted me to, you know what I'm saying, to go and cover the game, right? And I'm like, wow, like, yo, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But there was one thing. My wife was pregnant at the time, literally 9 months pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn,
Wow.
like I ain't gonna be able to go. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't miss the birth of my son. You know what I'm saying? What if she gives birth? So I'm like, babe, how you feeling? You think you gonna give birth? You think you know what I'm saying? Like you think this weekend is it? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I really want to go, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? So I had to call them up and turn it down. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I just turned down the McDonald's All American game. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, but it gave me, got that battery in my back to say, yo,
It gave you that
exactly,
love
man.
back
And,
that
and
you
now I said,
lost.
yo, if the McDonald's All American game accepted me, I'm gonna start applying to everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I did. Started applying for stuff in the garden, um, stuff in the Barclays Center, just kind of everywhere, man. And, I got a couple crazy stories, man. But
Oh no,
yeah,
we definitely gonna get there, man. I got a question for my guy
BG.
B.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready?